what you need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show where we talk about sports with comedians. Boy, do we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And of course, we got to talk about the NBA Finals and jump into all that. Let me first bring in the comics. My man Howie Bell. Howie, how you doing, sir? Still can't hear you, Howie.
That's my fault. Technical difficulties here in the man cave. What's up, Frank? How you doing, sir?
How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let me bring in my man Damian Jones. D. Jones, how you doing, sir? How's everything?
Happy holidays, fellas.
Yeah, happy holidays.
I don't mean.
My man Maurice Smith is in the building. Mo, how you doing, sir?
This right here is a lifesaver. If you ain't got one in your house or one similar to it, I suggest you get one. These back scratches, boy, they come in good handy.
Okay, and my man Jason Hayes, how you doing? How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm good. I'm looking at more fancy purse selling behind. I just use a fork.
Yeah, you know, I use a pencil. But, you know.
Like any civilized human being.
Nah, y'all all got it wrong. I use the corner of the wall.
There you go. Man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. And I'm sorry I'm 30 seconds late because I saw a story just now. I had to post it, and that ended up being my top story. Howie, sit back. You first. Sit back, relax. Let me put it up here first.
Here we go.
All right, Howie, here we go. We got to jump in. I don't know if you guys heard this. You might have heard it, and maybe I'm late. But New York City police arrested 3 men in 2004 after a sting operation uncovered a $3 million extortion scheme targeting NBA star Carmelo Anthony. According to police, investigation lasted several months before authorities arranged an undercover meeting in Manhattan. A detective posed as Anthony's representative and delivered what the suspects believe was a payment for a videotape tied to a nightclub incident involving then his fiancee, Lala Vasquez. These 3 men named Rodrigo Sanchez, Jason Pabon, and Hubert Santos were taken into custody. And of course, these guys all attempted extortion, grand larceny, and criminal possession of stolen property. The alleged scheme, Howie, involved a videotape from September 13, 2004 at a Manhattan nightclub. The footage showed a man known as Sugar Ray spitting on Lala after a drink struck her during a confrontation. According to prosecutors, the suspects then demanded $3 million from Anthony in exchange for keeping the video from becoming public. Reports at the time said the videotape also showed Anthony involved in physical altercation as Carmelo defended his fiancee during the incident. Howie, I just saw this news. I don't know if you all saw this. I just saw this. What's your take on Carmelo finding out that it seemed like he was being extorted, and we never even found out about this until the news. I see the news posted today. It might have been posted maybe 2 or 3 days earlier, but I just saw it. So, Howie, what's your take on Carmelo stepping up for his then fiance Lala Vasquez? You know what I mean? As you should do. You know what I mean? As you should do.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a hell of a lot to unpack. The bigger question is, who leaked this right now during the finals? What kind of timing is this? You know what I'm saying? Who did this? You know, somebody purposely held back and waited for this moment. So let's start there. But wow, that's crazy. That's a lot to unpack. I almost want to hear you repeat that. But that's crazy, man. So he's on video defending her, though.
Yeah, he's on video defending her after a man spit on her. You know what I mean? And then because he didn't want the video to get out, they tried to extort him for $3 million. They wanted $3 million.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I was like, you put it out if you want to. Go ahead, put it out. Like,
put it out. I mean, he doesn't have anything to lose, I don't think. But man, that's great. The timing though is wild, to say the least.
It really is. I'm a little upset about it myself. D. Jones, just like how he said, the timing's impeccable. You know what I mean? But Carmelo is on tape confronting these dudes, you know, getting into a physical altercation because somebody spit on Lala. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happened. D. Jones, what's your thoughts?
It's a lot of things I want to do to Lala, but
including spitting.
But shout out to Carmelo. He was fresh out of college. Like, that's his first year in the league.
Yeah.
So they trying to bring it up right now, like. Or this is a long-going case?
Yeah, it was a long-going case. It was a long-going case.
Oh, that we just didn't know about it. This is right before the social media era, because we would have been knowing about this. Shout out to pre-social media era, man, because we don't need to know everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
correct.
Right. And they definitely make sure they stick it in your face. Mo, what's your take on one of your favorite New York Knickerbocker players, basically defending his woman? You know what I mean? What's your take, Mo?
It took them 22 years. That's I want to know what. It's not about what it says about Carmelo. It has something to say about the NYPD. It took them 22 years to get these guys, or did they get convicted a while ago? They just bringing this out. Am I wrong or right? Which one is it?
Well, according to this, the news story just came out just now, and according to what it looks like it's reading, it looks like that they just wrapped up the case. I don't know how long it took, but the case is wrapped up now, and it looked like these guys are basically facing these issues. So I don't know.
It was sad is that everybody on who's Sanchez, Pablo, Quadro, these are two knuckleheads stand on the corner, smoking a blunt, drinking a 40, got some footage and was like, yo, we can get paid, son. Say word, son. And they dumbasses are sitting on Rikers Island right now.
Yeah, they sure are. Jay, before we jump into the NBA, Jay, give me your final word, man, on this before we jump into the game 2. What's your take, Jay?
Well, listen, being a long time New Yorker at this point, and being around a lot of people, who work as lawyers and prosecute cases, what I'm reading in between the lines is this: if Carmelo doesn't want that tape to get out, that means that Carmelo and probably some of his goons put some serious paws on those people that did that. To the tune of it could be like some serious assault charges affixed to it, because other than that, there's no grounds to shake him down for $3 million. You know what I'm saying? So if they did that, my guess is that if they feel like he don't want this to get out, it has to be the response that he put on the dude that did it. And back then, man, I'm sure Carmelo's like fresh out of Baltimore. He had some of them what you doing goons from Baltimore in there. And they put Pauls and Timberlands on that dude, man. I'm certain of it.
I am too. Howie Bell, now it's time to jump into what we got to do. Man, it's game 2. We got to talk about game 2. Game 2 of the NBA Finals featuring the New York Knicks and, of course, the San Antonio Spurs. We got a lot to talk about here with this game 2 finals, man. We're gonna jump back into the regular news. But my first question to you, Howie Bell, is the Knicks' Jalen Brunson right now authoring the most clutch playoff run in NBA history, because his total clutch points in the playoffs since 2023 are 144 clutch points, is brought to you by Jalen Brunson. What's your take, man? You following the stats, or how are you looking at this, Howie?
Yeah, you know what, man? You know who he reminds me of? Ironically, he reminds me of how Tony Parker played for the Spurs. Just always there at the right time and making the right basket. That's how Tony Parker used to play. And because he had Tim Duncan and all the other guys, he played with what I'm saying? He was one of the Spurs greats, but he played with the greatest. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's how Brunson is playing. And I'm impressed, man. You know what I'm saying? He is not afraid. If nobody else is not afraid, he's not afraid. And so he's doing it, man, right now, bro. I'm totally impressed. If, we said on another show, if they win this finals, he will definitely be the greatest Knick of all time. To me, he's going to surpass everybody.
I think so too. So let me ask you, D Jones, how are you looking at this? Is this one of the greatest runs to you? Because Jalen Brunson, like I said, he got 144 clutch points, and the questions was asked on Yahoo Sports today: is Knicks' Jalen Brunson authoring the most clutch playoff run in NBA history?
Yeah, I think it's stupid. Only because when did they start tracking clutch points? I don't know how many clutch points Kareem had, or Magic, or Bird, or Jordan, or you know what I'm saying, Isaiah. When did he got the most clutch points? Okay, good. He plays good at the end. How about that? Because some of these stats they be pulling up, like, oh, he's the first player to get 12, 12, and 12. So did he win? It's cool. We know he's great at the clutch. That's all that matters. That at clutch time, give him the ball. I don't care about the stat of how many clutch points he got, because I don't know when they start tracking it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't either. But They said since 2023, Mo, he got the most at 144 points. And matter of fact, Mo, let me tell you the next person under the next person under him is SGA with 84, then Jokic with 69, and Tatum with 65. Where you at with this, Mo?
So the last 5 years.
They probably tracking clutch points since the pandemic, because that's when nobody had nothing.
Right, the last 3 years.
Yeah, so they say like, "Oh, what we gonna do now? It's the pandemic. Let's track clutch points." You know, to me, it's just like all these holidays that be popping up. Like today is Spaghetti Day. Today is chocolate chip marshmallow day. Like, where all this stuff come from? Who makes it up? And I don't, man, listen, to me, the greatest clutch performance, not points, will always be Magic Johnson versus the Celtics when Kareem went down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's clutch too. Yeah, it's a great point. Great point. Excellent point. Actually, Mo, I wish I had a bell. I'd be hitting ding, ding, ding. Jay, how are you looking at this clutch points performance by Jalen Brunson? What's your take?
I'm from the same school as D. Jones, man. I mean, this is what happens, you know, when you let nerds with too much time on their hands and can't, and they ain't got no women to holler at, get involved in sports. Here's the thing. What's a clutch point? The NFL can't even tell us what a catch is, but I mean, so what's a clutch point?
Great point.
You know what I'm saying? So what's defined as a clutch point? I mean, hell, they all clutch. They go in because they all matter. So
a clutch point is a point made within the last 4 minutes of the game.
Says who?
I just made that up.
And so you just made it just like you made that up, just like the dude made them clutch points.
I just made that. I just want to make it sound good.
That would actually make sense.
Yeah. That does make sense.
Listen, they ain't even telling us what a clutch point is, but they're telling us, hey, you should be impressed by his clutch point stuff.
Right.
What's a clutch point?
Great point.
Like, tell me, why should I be impressed? That's all. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that, Frank.
So NBA game is kicking off tonight, Howie, man. And I got a couple of questions I wrote down, man. And I'm gonna first start out with you, Howie. Howie Bell, what will you be looking for in the game tonight? Obviously, San Antonio's down 0-1. What is the first thing you're gonna be looking for in the game tonight as New York? Because to me, New York is up, and if San Antonio goes down 0-2 going to New York, they could get swept, bro. They could be the one to get swept.
Good question, Frank.
Go ahead. What you think, Howie?
Yeah, they could be. It's not gonna happen. There's too much money going on and too much money involved. So let's throw that idea out the water.
We're gonna get 6.
Yeah, 6 or 7 for sure. I think 7. Just think about it. Game 6 at Madison Square Garden. Do you understand how much money that is? You know what I'm saying? Game 6, Madison Square Garden with the Knicks, the chance to close it out. Come on, man. So anyway, that's the money maker, bro. So, but I'm gonna say this tonight. I'm looking for Karl Anthony Towns to do what he just did in game 1. If he could do that, and he could slow down Victor Wembanyama and do all this shit, hey man, New York, bro, you think they went crazy after game 1? Oh my God, they're gonna go nuts. New York is probably the greatest place to be right now. Everything free, drink free, hey, smoke. Hey, I promise you, if I was a young cat, I'd love to be in the streets of New York watching them games right now. I tell you that, being a young man, I'm looking at stuff on social media, and I'm like, damn, they're having a great time. They painting the subway, bro. The subway rails. They're putting Timbs up on the subway rails, bro. I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about it. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, Howie, it looked like the country is going to party. If the Knicks win, I ain't never seen nothing like this.
It do seem like the country going to party if they win.
Not the city, the country going to party. The country.
Absolutely. They are going bananas right now, New York. So I'm actually loving that part of this more than anything, because I haven't seen that kind of fanfare with basketball in a long time, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually excited for them.
I've never seen it. This, to me, this rivals the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Like, and the Cowboys, thing is huge too, Howie. We all know the Cowboys fans are everywhere too. But Knicks fans are coming out the world. I had no idea there were this many Knicks fans. To me,
they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're in the games. And you know what? I'm gonna say this before you move on to. I thought was so comical because I've been ragging on the Spurs about their their crowd and their shirts and their color coordinations.
Yeah.
To see them Knicks jerseys sprinkled in there, man, that's got to be one of the funniest things in the world to me, man. Because they look like they there, like you could connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? You can connect the Knicks jerseys, bro. So looking forward to the game tonight. It's gonna be a good one.
All right, so D Jones, the question is yours. The floor is yours. I gotta ask the same question to you. What will you be particularly looking for in the game 2 tonight between San Antonio and the New York Knicks?
Well, let me go back to that. But what Howie said, do you know the destruction that will happen if the Knicks win? They're gonna be hanging from light poles, turning over cars, starting fires everywhere. The same thing happened if they lose. They're gonna be turning over cars, hanging on light poles. Regardless,
that's a good point.
That's a great point.
Regardless, something getting towed up.
I bet you the mayor of New York is like sitting there hating all of this right now.
Yeah. What I'm looking for, man, is this gonna be Wimpy play different after a loss? Mm-hmm. So is he gonna come out on 10 and be the alien, or is he gonna come out and be a pedestrian? And I think this is gonna be a Wimpy game. If they're gonna win the game, it's gonna be today.
According to White Chocolate, there were 10,000 people outside Madison Square Garden after game 1, and the police had to ask. Of course, people didn't leave, but the police were asking people to leave. That's how bad it was after game 1.
Haters.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about this, Mo, is, and I'm gonna say this right now, that's game 1. By game 4, if the Knicks are up 3-0, forget about it. You might as well start the parade right then and there. But anyway, Mo, what you looking for? The question is on the floor right now. What will be the first thing you're looking for in game 2 tonight?
For substitutions of the Spurs, if De'Aaron Fox, if he's not hitting well, if they're gonna bring in that young kid, I can't think of his name.
Harper.
Yeah, are they gonna bring in Harper real quick?
And he a problem.
Yeah. And get Fox off the floor. Also, I want to see where Wemby post up at. Is he gonna post up at the key, or is he gonna post up in the paint to look for the ball? Those are 2 key things that I'm looking for right now. And just to let y'all know, I was here when the Red Sox broke the curse. You know what I'm saying? And didn't somebody die, Frank? Didn't somebody die?
Yeah, somebody died. Yeah,
somebody died up here. They got shot with a rubber bullet. Yep, they got shot with a rubber bullet or one of them beanbag bullets.
So the cops did it?
Yeah, the cops did it. Yeah, police killed somebody up here. So y'all talk about, listen, Boston wasn't far off when they won the Red Sox won the World Series, when they beat the Yankees. They was shredded up there. I was living right in on Washington Street, and it was shots going everywhere. I thought they was coming for me because they knew I was in there hiding.
The funny thing is that's close to it, but I don't think anything is going to rival if the Knicks win. I'm
pandemonium, bro.
I don't think he's going to rival the Knicks. If the Red Sox beating the Yankees was huge, and the Red Sox winning the World Series definitely.
It's gonna look like New Year's Eve. You know how on New Year's Eve they show you New Year's Eve in other states,
bigger,
or other parts. They're gonna show you Knicks fans all over the globe. Knicks fans in China, Knicks fans in Beirut, Knicks fans in Africa.
You might be right. They might be right about that.
They will
in Atlanta. Boomaya. Boomaya.
Yeah, they will be showing you that. So, Jay, down the balls in your court, man. You know, as a basketball savant yourself, what is the key things you're going to be looking for at game 2 tonight?
First off, if there is a dictionary, you know, for hater, that Boston police officer has his picture got to be next to that. You shoot somebody who's celebrating? God damn. Why was he not invited to the player haters ball on Chappelle's show? Damn. Stop all this fun stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But so this is what's wild about what's happening with the Knicks. No, Frank, while I go into it. It's over 10,000 people outside Madison Square Garden. There was not one fight, not one shooting, not one incident. You know what I'm saying? You know, that led to the cops having to arrest somebody, do anything. I mean, they was celebrating. Now, I'm certain babies was made later, but that's the love that's, you know, the vibe that's over this city right now, man. I mean, it's crazy right now. But what I expect to see, what I'm taking for one, adjustments that San Antonio makes, and the adjustments that the Knicks make to their adjustment. And I also want to see what kind of energy the Spurs come out with. because if they come out flat, or even like if they start out hot and then and they don't like put the Knicks away, like in a really decisive way, I just know that come late third, mid to late third quarter into the fourth quarter, that little Brunson man, he gonna start being a problem for them.
Mm-hmm.
So they better get a cushion somewhere along the way, because Brunson and Cat are matchup problems for them. And
Mm-hmm.
I think Brunson is gonna adjust to how Harper was playing him, with the physicality in the first game. Like, he knows now kind of how he gotta like play him, and I expect him to keep that dude in foul trouble on the bench tonight.
Okay, so Jay spoke on some of the stuff that I was going to be up for my next two questions, but I'm gonna break it down a little bit simpler than that, Howie. I want to ask adjustments for each team. Let's start first with New York, Howie, because New York won the game. What particular adjustments do they have to do in order to continue to win this game and hopefully win the series? Because what they did in game one, I'm not sure if game one will, I think the San Antonio Spurs are going to adjust to that. So what adjustments will they do to the adjustments that, that the Spurs are going to do? So what do you expect the Knicks to do for adjustments for game two?
They gotta get the free throw line. I think that was one of the things, just off the top of my head. They didn't really get to the line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until late in the game, from what I remember.
Right.
And then they missed some shots. So I think that's a problem. They get to the line earlier. I think that they can, if they did that, they missed some shots earlier too. Like, I think both teams were shooting low percentage though. If I can remember, both teams were shooting bad in the third quarter early, to the mid to late, whatever, most of the third quarter. So I think that the shooting percentage got to rise up. They got to get to the line. They want to get some fundamental things going on, man. Because when you at this point, finals, bro, it's all about fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Wemby dribbling balls off the feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's nervous. Like, that's your fundamental. You're not thinking. You're not. So like, if they can tighten up as far as so that's for the Knicks. So on the Spurs side, they got to tighten up that little stuff too. You know what I'm saying? The turnovers, the low percentage. Wemby got to get his ass to the hole, man. We know you can shoot the three, bro, but you got to go to the hole, man. You too tall to stand at the top of the key, bro, like that. The whole game. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So their adjustments really with the Spurs is getting Wemby involved right at the basket, even if it's at the free throw line, because he can take 2 steps and dunk. So they just got to get him right there in the paint. You know what I'm saying? So they got to make adjustments with that on the Spurs side.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the Knicks making adjustments in a second, but let's continue on. I mean, the Spurs making adjustments in a second. Let's continue on with D. Jones. D. Jones, we just mentioned that the Knicks are going to have to make some adjustments. A shout out to Havelo on YouTube. He said the real key is making Wemby tired and three-point defense. If the Knicks consistently do that, it's over. That's what a person said that who's watching that, and I concur with that part. D. Jones, what's your take, man? What do the New York Knicks have to do to make adjustments, like I asked Howard, because the Spurs are going to make adjustments to their adjustments out the gate, I think. What's your take, D. Jones?
I think swinging the ball around, like, because you can't really go down there with Wemby down there. And they were doing it at first, but then it came to ISO ball. They went back and played the Brunson ISO ball. And he was off for a minute. He did come in handy in the clutch, but had he stayed cold, they probably would have lost. So I think moving the ball around, getting everybody involved, getting some of their shooters off the bench in there, and get Cat involved. Because he really didn't have a good game. He had a couple key moments, but he didn't have a great game either.
Okay, so Mo, what do the Knicks have to do? And this is the Knicks. What do the Knicks have to do to make adjustments? Because they won game one. What do the Knicks have to do as they focus in on game two to try to figure out to combat what San Antonio is going to do? Because San Antonio is going to come out, scrap. You know what I mean?
I'm going to invent something new since they invented clutch points. Right now, we got to invent how many U-turns that the Knicks players make. You know what I'm saying? When I say U-turns, like how they go into the paint and then Wemby comes in, they turn around and come back out.
Yeah.
They do that a lot. All teams.
Yeah. I mean,
everybody.
You need to do a count on the U-turns. So hopefully somebody out there that's watching this is sad that actually somebody is probably looking up right now U-turns. What the Knicks have to do, I think D. Jones said it best, swinging the ball, constant movement, the way we came through all the playoffs, and Cat running the point forward or point center, whatever you want to call it. You know, looking for the open man, keeping Wemby out the paint so that we can just use and abuse the paint whenever we feel like it, and locking down that defense on that Dylan cat. That boy is balling. You know, and shutting up Champetti, because even though he graduated from Laughlin, he is 100% Spurs, and he is trying to take the heart. He said it. He wants to spoil all the plans in New York.
All right, so we're going to talk about what the Spurs are going to do in a second, but let's just stick with the New York Knicks, Jay. What adjustments do the Knicks have to make to try to steal game 2? Because, like I said, San Antonio is going to make their own adjustments, but what do the Knicks have to do to make continue on with the winning streak?
Well, I think first, you know, what Mo meant to say was he wants to track how many are going to be in the game, right? Hey Mo, this is my special imported back scratcher here from China.
It don't get the lower back. It don't get the lower back. See, that's just
like this right here.
No. You too old to be reaching around it like that. Your arm get cricket.
So when you win the game, I don't think the Knicks need. I mean, there's no need to adjust if you win. And especially, I mean, to me, the only adjustment that they need to make is to make open shots. Like they got the shots that they wanted. They just didn't make them at a high clip in that game.
Yeah.
So, I think they just have to come out, implement the game plan. You know, trust the film. You know that you're watching. You know, trust the matchups. You know that you can exploit. And then just execute. Now, if San Antonio makes an adjustment to what they did to them, you know, in game 1, then it gets different. But we don't know what that is until we see what San Antonio does differently.
Right, 100%. All right, so we talked about the Knicks and adjustments they have to make. Obviously, the San Antonio Spurs lost the game, so we have to figure out how they have to figure out the adjustments they're going to have to make. And Howie Bell, what adjustments do you see that's going to be immediate that San Antonio has to make to win game 2, which is a must win for them?
Immediately, Wemby got to go to the paint. Got to go to the hole, man. You got to play big. You're the biggest guy playing. You got to play big. Quit playing like you Isaiah Thomas, bro, or somebody. You're not SGA, bro. You are not like that. I get it that you can have some mobility, but you got to go with your strength, man, and what nobody can stop, and that's your height. You got to go with that. I mean, that is the only way. All they got to do is keep throwing this to him down there, keep letting him get fouled. I'm sorry, he's going to get fouled a lot. Maybe he don't like getting hurt. Hit a lot, but he's going to get fouled a lot if they play this way. But they got to get him the ball right down. That's number one thing I would do. Number 2, to me, they stopped playing Ron Harper's son, young Harper. They stopped playing him. I mean, he was busting the ass in the first half. You know what I'm saying? And then they sat him down. Like, he didn't even really play in the fourth quarter. So that was weird. So you got it. He's young. I know he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? But play him. You know what I'm saying? He has confidence. He is not scared. You know, so that other young guy coming off the bench, the light-skinned guy with the cornrows, you can sit him down. He not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't 15, bro.
Yeah, he young, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Young.
He young. I think he the youngest one, but he could come in and maybe get physical, do some foul stuff. He can hit a 3 every now and then, but he's not the focus. If you pulling up the bench, you had to have that young Harper in there, man. I think that's their key. You know what I'm saying? That'll teeter them in the way of a win. You know what I'm saying? Get Wemby down low and get the young boy active.
D. Jones, it's a must win for game 2 for San Antonio. What adjustments do they have to make that's pertinent for them to be able to not go down 0-2 in the series?
How we mentioned it, if De'Aaron Fox or Castle ain't hot and you got somebody at the benches who's hot, keep him in the game. Keep the hot hand in the game. Like, that's number 1. And you pray Harper can come in and be the same guy he was. You might have cooled him off sitting him down that long. You know what I'm saying? The biggest one is definitely Wemby. Wemby is softer than tissue paper. I had because I'm lactose and I had some coffee cream earlier and I took that was a little heavier. That was heavier than Wemby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So
he's stupid. He said he lactose.
So
I took
am
one.
Jones. I speak that language.
Yeah, and it was heavier than Wemby. So he needs to be aggressive, man. Aggressive Wemby, like y'all said last week. I ain't never seen nothing like it. He putting up 40 points and 13 blocks. He got to do that again.
Yeah.
He's too inconsistent. He got to be consistent. You know, no reason you shouldn't score 35 points a game and you 8 feet tall.
100%. Mo, the ball's in your court, bro. What does the San Antonio Spurs have to do to make sure they don't go down 0-2? What adjustments do you see that they got to immediately make to make sure that they try to walk out of here with a win?
Be more defense on the non-Wemby moments. When Wemby's on the bench, their bench had to step up because the Knicks made their best runs when Wemby was sitting on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Their bench players got to equal the tenacity of the Knicks bench players.
It's a
And I
big
just
word,
have to
Mo.
look. White Chocolate put. Thank you. White Chocolate put up there what a clutch point is. Clutch point is any points in the last 5 minutes or overtime game within a 5-point margin of the game. That's actually not far from what Howie said. He said 4 minutes, but it's the last 5 minutes. I don't know. I just wish I was at the dispensary these guys were going to.
I was close. That's funny. I made that up, and I was close. I was a minute off.
Jay, what adjustments do you think San Antonio Spurs got to make? Because San Antonio got look like they got a tall task. You know, a tall task to me. What adjustments you think they have to make?
It's a real tall task, and I told y'all last week it was a tall task, and y'all laughed at us. Y'all laughed at us.
Don't say y'all.
Y'all laughed at us.
I didn't laugh at you.
I did. I'm guilty.
I tried. Hey, Howie, I tried to told y'all. Okay.
He tried to told y'all.
Frank said it's going to be a
You
sweep.
talking to Howie and Frank.
I said it's going 6 or 7 games.
I'm talking to Howie and Frank.
I thought it was a sweet. Yeah, he's talking to me. Yeah, but that's cool.
But the piggyback, you know what Howie said, Wemby, he's the tallest. He ain't the biggest.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? And the reason why he ain't in the paint is for the same reason that people like JD didn't go in the paint. Man, it's bad down there. It's big, strong people down there, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't going down there, eat elbows and, and get moved out the way. So he's light. He's still light in the ass right now. So until he gets stronger in the weight room, put on another 15 pounds or so, I pulled up the Knicks roster and I pulled up the Spurs roster. OG Anunoby weighs more than Wembanyama.
Yeah, how tall
and Cat got 20 pounds on him. Mitchell Robinson is heavier than he is, so he's going against physical dudes. I mean, I'm sure he wants to post up, but he can go down there, man. But they manhandle that dude when he get down there. So, and if the refs don't get involved with the whistles when they touching him, ain't nothing he can do. So he's doing what he can do by going out there and trying to take advantage of his ball handling. But I think that Fox has to play better. And Vassell for sure has to play better offensively. I think that's the adjustment that they have to make initially. Try to get those two guys going earlier because Castle doesn't matter. Make a miss. He's still going to do what Castle does. Same thing with Wemby.
Right.
So they got to get Vassell going and they got to get De'Aaron Fox going. So I'm going to be looking, to see if they make that adjustment.
100%. All right, y'all. I'm going to move on from game 2 because there's a couple of other news items that that came across my desk that I feel I have to talk about. Have to. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Alabama State's first NCAA tournament win. Hero of this man and 3 of his teammates from 2024-25 team were ruled permanently ineligible for accepting payment from gamblers to fix the outcome of a game that season. The NCAA announced today. Amar Knox, Sean Fulcher, Corey Hines, and Tony Matlock allegedly engaged in game manipulation when Alabama State played at Southern Miss on December 5th, 2024. Southern Miss was a 6-point favorite and won 81-64. According to the NCAA, 2 known bettors offered the players a total of $2,000 to throw the game, and the players accepted and were later paid. Howie, gambling again. God damn.
Oh my God.
$2,000 to each of these ball players.
$2,000.
Yep. $2,000. And now this is the era now with NIL too. So let's not forget that. We're in the NIL era too. And these boys are making a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Now the Alabama State, they not.
It seemed like it. You're right. It seemed like
Not Alabama State, they not. That's HBCU, Playboy.
Yeah. What you think?
Them boys went for it, man. They went and bought them some weed and some video games, and that was that.
A bucket of chicken.
Yeah, some chicken. Oh my God, man! What is going on with the guy? If they don't hurry up and come up with some type of gambling organization beyond Gamblers Anonymous, they need some kind of in-house. This is serious, man. I'm laughing, but this got to be serious. This is beyond. How many more gambling stories we gonna hear about? A lot.
Yeah.
Just skip D Jones on this. just skip D Jones on this.
Just skip D Jones. D Jones, did you bet on Alabama State?
D Jones is missing.
You might have a hand in this, D Jones.
I think D Jones might be behind it, bro.
Yeah, they gave D Jones $2,000.
Look at this. D Jones is missing. You see this?
Yeah, that's what you do when you're running from the mafia.
D Jones, come on back, bro. Come on back. Where you at?
Man, I swear, man, this gambling, bro, is out of control. It's on every level. I'm gonna start gambling, man. And you look like it's a very lucrative business.
You look fun.
They look fun. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe I can start fixing some of these little PSL games. You know what I'm saying? Public school, get involved, man. I don't know.
And make the point, Shave. I don't know where D Jones is, but let me go to Mo. I'm gonna come back to D Jones. He think he's gonna escape this. Mo, what you think?
Or maybe that lactose kicked in on him.
Right.
I paid the kids at the Pee Wee Football League McDonald's French fries to throw the game.
That's terrible.
Listen, I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. And I'm gonna keep saying it. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. You want me to come back to you, Mo? While you get
No, gambling has been here. This ain't the first game that got fixed, and you know what? It won't be the last. Henry Hill, famous gangster. One of his biggest claim to fame was fixing Boston College sports games.
Yeah, sure was.
And that was what, in the 60s?
Or 70s. Yeah.
And he's from New York.
Long time ago, long before box seats, long before DraftKings and Duel, whatever, all that. It's been going on. This ain't nothing new. Just like all the stupid stuff that these kids are doing, we did when we was kids. Only difference is that we didn't have social media to get us in trouble.
100%. 100%. So let me see D Jones. D Jones, you want to talk about this Alabama State players who got permanently ineligible for gambling?
I was hooping at the YMCA last week. Somebody gave me $20 in gas to miss a couple shots. So I get it, man. It's hard out here, baby. $2,000 for some college kids that ain't making no money. Give me that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you listen, D Jones. I don't know how you combat this. I don't know what you could do. I don't know, especially when they're not making no money.
But as a former gambler, okay, Former had to have made about 20,000.
Yeah, to keep doing it. Jay, what's your take on this, bro? Alabama State.
Hey, I think D Jones a former gambler until about 7:02. Put that bet in for the tip off. But listen, this has to be like the weirdest fixer ever, right? Because Alabama State is an HBCU, and they don't ever get like the best athletes. Southern Miss, it's not a major program, but they got way more money. They got better NIL. So the odds were they were gonna win that game anyway. So why are you fixing Alabama State and USM, bro?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it almost seems like a pointless fix. But to me, the people that they keep finding in these colleges for gambling, it's always low-level colleges.
Right.
HBCUs. Now, I want to say this is at least the second HBCU that's been mentioned, in this FBI investigation or whatever. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna tell me that it's only these people that are gambling? Of course not. But they just want to make it, that they pick low-hanging fruit, make it seem like they're doing something about it when they really not. Meanwhile, the big boys keep on doing what they've been doing all along.
100%. Now, we talk about gambling all the time, but there's another thing that we always talk about, Howie, and it seems to always happen. We always talk about what? Domestic violence. According to the news,
It's another one.
outside linebacker Jonathan Cooper was arrested early this morning on domestic violence. According to jail records, Cooper was being held at the Douglas County Jail on suspicion of criminal mischief with a domestic violence enhancer. According to sources, the arrest came after an argument and a physical confrontation between Cooper and his girlfriend over cell phones. And you already know what that goes. The phones were damaged in the incident.
Leave that man phone alone, goddammit.
According to the records, Cooper was arrested by Parker police at 11 p.m. Mountain Time last night and formally booked by 2:30 a.m. Friday. Cooper is still in custody as of this writing and this report. You know what happened? He got some girl's number. His chick was what his girlfriend wanted to see the phone. He didn't want to show her the phone, and it just escalated from there. And now the man is sitting literally waiting to get bailed. He might be bailed out right now because it's 6:42, which means it's 5:42, or actually it's 4:42. He might be bailed out now. But this is what we're talking about.
Frank.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say this to you, man. If this was 1985, I'd say he got a girl's number. He didn't get a girl's number. He got pictures, bro.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Some of these right here.
He got areolas. It's the phone number. He got
monkey smiles.
Yeah, he got social media connect. They got the WhatsApp, the disappearing messages.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, listen, bro. She messed around and saw that picture come up. That's what happened. And she was probably fine as hell. And that is what sparked it all off. She saw an image, bro. She didn't see no phone number.
She didn't see no text, but she saw it. Yeah, you're right. What was I thinking? She saw a picture.
Phone number.
Let me ask you, single guy on this panel, single guy on the panel. What you think she saw about Jonathan Cooper getting arrested?
I think y'all got it wrong, okay? Because if she went through his phone, it would be self-defense. She definitely would have jumped on him, okay?
Yeah.
This might be a case of he went through her phone. That because I'm saying, listen, if she go through your phone, you on the defense. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my boy Mailman Melvin Bennett said, keep a second phone in the trunk under the spare tire. They not gonna look there, okay? But I'm thinking if he got arrested, he like, who? Parsons? Why you got Parsons' number in here?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
Yeah, especially girlfriend too. Yeah.
Yep.
You know what, Mo? As rich as these dudes are, why are they fighting over a cell phone?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know why. If it was me and I'm single, I have 2, if not 3 phones. You know what I mean?
I would be doing what the hell I want to do if I had that much money.
But the key word is she is the girlfriend. She is not the wife.
Yeah.
She is not the baby mama.
Yeah.
So we don't even know if he hit this chick. He might have said, yeah, so what? I got her picture.
Yeah.
So what? I got her number. And she was like, someone please call 911. That's what happened. She could be lying. As a man, a victim of offense that I did not do. Women do that these days. They won't call the police because they know they can't beat them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then mess up his whole life. Then he got to
mess up his whole life. You know what I'm saying? And just out of hell has seen no fury like a woman scorned.
100%. Jay, what's your take on this? I'm sure you saw the news report about Denver Broncos, Jonathan Cooper getting arrested and he was held all day too, Jay. What's your take?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard that they hold you at least 8 hours to get processed. I've heard that. Not that I've been in that situation. I just heard that, on good evidence. Like it's possible to get arrested at 12 noon and not get out to about 9:45 at night.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, the 3 most famous words that's gonna guarantee that at least a cop gonna show up.
He hit me.
Who this bitch?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? When she say who this bitch, she already know, bro. She already got the goods on you. Just go ahead and just hey, let you know. I mean, talk it out and
Who
let you
this?
know, or let her go
Yeah.
because she already got you.
Yeah.
And so I'm just looking at it like this, man. He was the second leading sacker for for Denver. He just signed a new 4-year, $60 million extension.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in order, for cases like this to proceed, she gotta press charges,
Mm-hmm.
right? So my guess is somebody gonna show up with a bag, whether it's him or somebody in the Denver Broncos organization, to give her amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have to press charges. The state can
No,
pick
no,
it
but
up.
the thing is,
No.
if the NFL decides to follow this and they step in like they did with Stephon Diggs, like they were waiting with Stephon Diggs, it could disrupt your whole thing because they can then obviously do something to you too. And it's not only necessarily
But
Denver Broncos, they could do something too. Go ahead, Jay. I'm
but
sorry.
but with Diggs, she didn't change her story.
No, she didn't.
If she changes her story and there are no charges, there is no need for the NFL to intervene on any level.
Right.
It's unnecessary.
Mhm.
So she's probably gonna get amnesia and say, "Oh, it was my fault. I hit him instead." I just said that when the cops showed up, and become completely uncooperative because DA's got more pressing things to do. Believe me, than trying to prosecute an NFL player with millions of dollars playing for the team that they root for, and his girlfriend getting into it over there. They see that every day anyway.
Yeah, especially let's not forget part either. It looks like it's a criminal misdemeanor too. So
Right.
they'd rather be pressing other charges and doing other things. Okay, Howie Bell, we got to talk about more NFL news, man, because I don't know if you even saw this too. Tampa Bay Buccaneers QB Baker Mayfield said that contract extension talks are not anywhere close to what he was thinking or his team. And he said, quote unquote, it's time to get something done long term. The general manager, Jason Licht, said that he had said multiple times this offseason that there wasn't a specific timeline and the Bucs are working off of. But the Bucs are trying. I'm not sure if it's going to get done. I think it's going to get done. What's your take on this, Howard? You think the Bucs are going to take care of this? Because he did turn around their whole organization since Tom Brady. What's your take, Howard?
Did he though?
Well, you kind of mumbled some of my sentiments. Baker Mayfield, is he worth these demands? Like he ain't really a bad bitch to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
You ain't really, you had a couple good evenings. You know what I'm saying? Nice on the town, but you ain't really been the baddest one in the room, bro. Like not at all, and especially in the recent couple seasons. So I don't know, man. I mean, can he sit down and demand like this? I guess he can do whatever he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? But who else are they gonna go with too? So he does have that in his favor. But I don't know about a long term type of thing. He can't, he's a little bit of a scrub to be talking about long term. They better do this and do that. I don't think he has the, the weight to do that. To have those kind of demands.
Okay, so D Jones, do you think Baker Mayfield has some type of oomph in his conversation to be able to say what he's saying and doing what he's doing?
I mean, Baker probably top 15 quarterback in the league. And he probably like, who else you paying? Like, who on this team? Mike Evans is gone. I don't know who else you got the rookie contract off their receiver. And I'm the best thing y'all got. So pay me, what I weigh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at Baker trying to get the most money. That's what all the quarterbacks do. I don't like the whole quarterback scale thing, but hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, you know what Baker's trying to do? Possibly, he's trying to be possibly paid as one of the best QBs in the league. You know what I mean? He's probably trying.
They all do it. Yeah. Whoever's up next. Yeah. Which that's why I don't like this whole quarterback skill. You should get paid by how good you are, and not if you up next.
Yeah, that's a great point. Jay, how are you looking at Baker Mayfield with this Tampa Bay Buccaneers situation?
Listen, man. His resume says they need to pay him a whole lot less.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now think about this. He played in. Think about this. He made $33.33 million last year. He played in the worst division in the NFL and did not win it.
Yeah.
Okay? So why would I pay you top dollar when you can't even win the division in the worst division in the NFL? Why would I go long term with that? And he had Mike Evans.
Jay, let me interrupt you and say White Chalker said he's 31 years old. He's probably trying to get $35 to $40 million for like 7 to 8 years, and he's in the last year of a 3-year, $100 million contract.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Tampa, they ain't fools like that, man. I mean, it's stalling out, man, because he the only dude they got, and they're like, all right, they probably gonna say, play it out, prove to us that that you're worth it. Play it out. Everybody else has to do that. You cannot commit to a quarterback who has way more bad tape than he has good tape.
Yeah.
Right.
So why would I pay you a king's ransom for having like one really good season playing for me and a mid, and another mid season? To me, that doesn't constitute that, and he wants to get paid like Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold won Super Bowl.
Right.
And he balled out in Minnesota 2 years ago.
Right.
So you don't have the same tape. I mean, I'm with Chocolate, man. He trying to hustle him in, for that last bag, but I don't think it's going to work.
I don't think so either. But, as the football goes on, people start getting desperate because they like, okay, if he leaves, we might be in serious trouble. All right, let's talk about.
They can lose a division with a cheaper quarterback.
True. All right. Let's talk about Myles Garrett real fast. After a week after getting Myles Garrett with the Cleveland Browns, the LA Rams have reportedly reworked the once record-setting contract and for the defensive player of the year. And here's the situation: they getting ready. They now pay him $204 million over 5 years, according to Ian Rappaport. The reason why I wanted to mention this, take a wild guess, Howie. Take a wild guess. Why I wanted to mention that they reworking his contract so they can save money. It don't take a genius to figure this out.
I know where you going with it.
You damn right. I'm going with this because I really think that he
ain't gonna do it though.
Somebody on the horizon.
They gonna bring him back.
They gonna bring him back.
They gonna bring him back.
I think they got somebody on that. What's your take on this, man? Tell me what you think about them reworking Myles Garrett contract. Howie, what's your take?
If I think y'all talking about what we talking about, bro, Donald's coming back, bro.
That's right.
I don't think he's coming back, man.
I'm telling you, man. Listen, listen, Jay. They've been talking about this a lot, bro. And I'm telling you, he may be sitting at home like, you know what? If they give me the right amount of money, dog, I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back and play with my man. He dope as hell, and we might really have a chance, shot at getting another ring. I don't put it past that they were reworking that contract, come up with that bread to get that man back out of retirement.
And I think that they might be too, D. Jones, because according to what people are thinking, they will have the best defensive line in NFL history. And I think literally Myles Garrett and those guys want to make sure that they are able to lock that in and go down in history and get a Super Bowl. What's
Donald's first name? Because I just got to.
Aaron
Donald. What's your take on this, D. Jones? What do you think?
I think Sam Darnold needs his ass beat for beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl, so I hope it happens, okay? I hope it happens. I'm here,
baby.
I'm here, Jay, with Sam Darnold and what he did to my Patriots, okay? Come on back. Get Brock Purdy out of here. Get Sam Darnold out of here. And I don't know who played for the Cardinals, but he can go too, okay?
Yeah.
That's not. But yeah. Come on back, bro. I will watch every Rams game if he come back.
Okay, so but Aaron Donald, do you think Myles Garrett is reworking his contract for?
Yes, I heard today that Aaron Donald said he's really thinking about it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's right, and I really think he's going to do it because he's working out with these college guys and has been since he retired all the time. He's been working out with all of them.
He worked out with the guy they traded Myles Garrett for and outworked him.
Yeah, he did. And I saw that video too.
He couldn't keep up with him.
That Aaron Donald guy is amazing.
And Aaron Donald
crazy, bro.
For 2 seasons at the time he did that. So
his workouts are insane, bro.
And I'll probably put my workout video out here in a minute.
Okay, Mo, what's your take on Myles Garrett?
Parlay.
What's your take on Myles Garrett reworking his contract? What are you reading between the lines, or how you see it?
At first, I remember when this first came out when they got Miles Garrett. Like Aaron Donald ain't coming because they don't have the money. But I also said it ain't like they can't find it, and they looking for it. They looking for it. You know what I'm saying? They doing everything they can to get Aaron Donald in there. You know, but my only thing is the rest of the teams in that division, they got to be some pissed off cat because everybody's basically crowning the Rams as Super Bowl champs already, overlooking who's in there. Seattle, Vegas, and the Chargers. Am I right?
No, Vegas not in it. That's the NFC.
It's the
No,
Seahawks,
Arizona.
the Cardinals, and
San Francisco.
49ers.
And the 49ers. I know the 49ers are licking their chops wanting to get at them. You know what I'm saying?
bet they
Because
not.
everybody, I bet you they are. Because you know what? One thing, football players may be dumb, but the one thing they are is that they are petty. They are petty. They don't want nobody. You can't be crowned the Super Bowl champion. The whole world is crowning the Rams the Super Bowl champs already without even getting Donald.
Okay. All right. So what's your take on this, Jay? How you look at this?
Man, listen. That dude is an animal. They are animals. Garrett and Aaron Donald. If you get those two dudes on the same defensive line, and don't sleep, man. You know they still got Little, and they still got the big white dude out of Florida State, bro. Those quarterbacks are going to take a beating all season long. So I think that what the Rams did is what a lot of teams are doing now when they owe a lot of money. They restructure, and then they give them a huge lump sum of money and a signing bonus.
Right.
And that takes the money off the books, you know what I'm saying, you know, on the overall money, so the annual salary can go down a little bit to make room for other people. I've been seeing it a lot, you know, over the past like couple years. So, I mean, I get, you know, why they doing it, man. I mean, you know, if Aaron Donald wants to come back, then, hey, you find a way to make that possible.
Yeah, but Jay, you didn't answer the question, though. The question is, do you think Myles Garrett got his contract reworked to bring back Aaron Donald?
That's what I think he did.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I think the same thing. Let me bring in White Chocolate, who's be getting his.
Frank, I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry, Frank. I mean, cut you off. The last time we seen a defense close to this or what they're trying to put together is when the Baltimore Ravens, brother, when they had Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs and those guys, man. Man.
Listen, you know what? I hear what you're saying and everything else, but I don't think this is going to be anything close to any of that. I honestly, I thought about this for a long time. I think we're about to see a defense we've never seen before.
You think it's going to be better than that defense?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
They ain't got no Ed Reed back there. No.
Yeah,
and they went
all-star corner. They got a really good safety.
Right.
They got
all pro corner.
I don't think we're going to see anything we've ever seen in football history. That's what I think. Anyway, White Chocolate, talk to me, man. What's going on with you? Do you think this?
And they play in front.
What do you think about this Myles Garrett situation with this contract being reworked?
First of all, yeah. Well, hold on. Sorry.
I'll do it. Just talk.
Yeah, go ahead. First of all, let me show you what a real back scratcher looks like. Never mind that fork stuff. My arms are too short for that. Listen, I just pulled up the Myles Garrett contract. They restructured it. His salary cap hit for the next 3 years is $16 million, and they gave him $37 million in cash as a signing bonus for this season. So exactly what Jay just said, and I do believe it's to get Aaron Donald or anybody else that they want to make room for, because you realize that even if they don't sign Aaron Donald when the trade deadline rolls around, if they want to add another defensive, listen, they could get Max Crosby out of LA, out of Vegas.
They could.
Yeah,
that's a guy I would keep an eye on for them if they don't get Aaron Donald. So they're making moves like that to add more because they're going for it now. They're going for it now with Matthew Stafford next 2 years.
Yep. Honestly, I think that they feel that they have to get to it because Matthew Stafford's his contract situation, and they know Matthew Stafford wants to retire. You know what I mean? I think they want to go for one good time and get it. And I think that, they're playing for now. They're putting all the marbles. You know, some teams put all the marbles in and they can push everything in front and everything else. And you can see when they do it for the exact reason. I would be when training camp rolls around or when the season rolls around, if Aaron Donald's not signed, I would be the biggest surprised person in the world because Aaron Donald's already been working out. He's been working out for years. He just I think he wants a big incentive to come back. His movie career ain't working out the way he wants to. The man's sitting around bored. You know what I mean? Why not?
He's a football player.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Anyway, thank you all for watching, tuning in. We're gonna get ready to roll up out of here. Before we do, Howie Bell, what's going on with you this weekend?
Hey man, I'm getting ready to go hang out. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna go hang out with my man Ali Sadiq. He's gonna be here in Detroit, and so we're gonna hang out, do that. I'm off this weekend, so I'm gonna hang out with the good brother comedian. I think Coco Brown is in Detroit too, so I'm gonna hang out with the comedians this weekend.
There it is. Thank you for doing that. Talking about that, D Jones.
I'm gonna go hang out with my good brother Howie Bell while he hang out with
Ali Sadiq.
What the hell?
Yo, tell Ali I said what's up. He's still mad at me though. He's still
Go
mad
do.
at me. Yeah, but tell him I said what's up. I
will.
hope he gets over it one day because I didn't have nothing to do with the comedy awards nominations, but he's still mad at me. So
I'm gonna bring it up to him.
yeah, it's watch his face get bad. Watch his face get bad. Because Buddy and Chris did that, and he got mad at me. But anyway, Mo, what's going on with you this weekend? What you doing?
Yeah, man. I ain't got no shows. I'm out here selling these bags. You know what I'm saying? This weekend, selling my crossbody bags. Everything. Ladies, be ready. We have the Daddy and Me out in Hyde Park, Massachusetts tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. And Jay, filmmaker Jason Hayes, what you got going on this weekend?
I suspect the most selling back scratchers too. I know infomercial when I see it.
Now I got fans. I got fans for the women. Where them fans at? Where them fans at?
Listen, you go
Hey,
to
follow me at JD Hayes fan base, man. I'm out here.
go to any of these big churches with a back scratcher or a fan, you gonna clean up.
What?
That's right.
Clean up.
That's right. Where them fans at? Where them fans at?
White Chocolate, what's going on with you? How can we follow you, bro?
Follow me and Frank on Boston Straight Shooters on Facebook and YouTube.
All right, and I want to give a quick shout out to something I'm starting to do. You guys probably already know I'm doing this Urban Sports Talk station. You all can go to urbansportsdistrict.com, tune in. We're talking about urban sports talk all day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And Box Seats is on that too. And what we're doing is gathering these shows and being able to put more shows on it. We go actually really live in 2 weeks from Monday. Looking forward to that. And you're going to hear voices from how we, like, for example, real fast, Jaylen Brown situation is going on. Everybody's talking about Jaylen Brown sold his out. Jaylen Brown had that house on sale for 2 years, but of course the Boston media put it out there. Hey, he's selling his house.
Right.
Nah, that house been up for sale for 2 years and remodeled and everything else. So anyway, we get ready to roll up.
So you saying he been trying to leave for 2 years?
No, that's not. He remodeled that house and been trying to resell it for 2 years. But people say like what he said. He been trying to leave for 2 years. But
That's his second house, by the way.
Yeah, that's exactly. He lives down
Wellesley.
Seaport.
He lives in Wellesley.
He lives in Seaport and Wellesley. He has 2 spots already. He's good. He's
well off.
Yeah, yes, very well off. With what is it, 35 million a year? He's doing all right.
No, it's more like 60.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we out of here. Thank you all for watching. Make sure y'all be safe this weekend. We'll be back Monday as we talk about the review of Game 2 and talk about what's going to happen in Game 3 because Monday night is Game 3 night. Donald Trump showing up in Madison Square Garden night. 2-0.
I'm going 2-0 tonight,
He ain't gonna
baby.
show up, Frank. He ain't gonna show up.
It'll be interesting to
Game
see.
3. I thought Game 3 was Sunday.
Game 3 is Monday.
I'm
No,
going
it's a game
2-0
Sunday.
tonight.
Sunday, right?
Say that again now.
It's got to be game Sunday, right? No.
Now, according to what I've read today, it looked like Game 3 is Monday night.
Okay.
Yeah, Monday night.
Okay.
Well, they got to change cities though, so yeah.
Alexa,
Yeah.
when is Game 3 of the NBA Finals this year?
But while Alexa tells you that, we'll see y'all later.